Hello, today is Wednesday, June 16th, 2026. June 17th, 2026. So I think we have a World Cup a football game today against, I don't know which country. We will defeat them anyway. But our Korean national team will be playing in the United States, I think. In Mexico, right? I heard that the area where the game will be played has shut down all the schools so that they could participate in the game and cheering up on the streets, inside the stadium, and inside their homes while watching the games on TV. And so it's a super exciting day today. Let's learn English by reading several articles today. This one, the first off, is the UN Secretary General's visit to Haiti, right? Haiti seems to be a horrible place to live in at the moment. I heard, some famous painters are from Haiti, or at least they lived in Haiti, so that they were inspired very well by the scenery there in their drawings. So Haiti was once a beautiful place. Now it's a shithole. So let's learn what is going on with the country and what the UN Secretary General did there, right? If he just visited the country doing nothing, or producing no results, then is the money wasted? The airplane, helicopter, it's just waste of money. He just went there as a picnic. Nobody knows. This article is from AP. UN Secretary General visits Haiti as gang violence soars. So nice UN helicopter in the background. Haitian Prime Minister Alex Didier feels aim front center, works with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres as Guterres arrives to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Tuesday. I don't know, arrives to? I think we just arrives at is more appropriate. June 16th, 2026. AP photo, Danica Koto. AP photo, Danica Koto. Okay. Danica Koto. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres visited Haiti on Tuesday. Why? Where surging gang violence has left more than 1 in 10 people homeless. Wow, that's 10%. New statistics released by the UN reveal that 2,300 people have been killed across Haiti so far this year, with another 100 kidnapped. Wow, kidnapped. While 1.5 million have been displaced. Wow, a lot of people lost their homes. Among those abducted is James Boyard, cabinet director of the Defense Ministry, who was kidnapped last week in one of the few relatively safe areas of the capital. So even the cabinet director of the Defense Ministry was abducted, right? James Boyard. Guterres' one-day visit to Port-au-Prince comes after more than 30 people were killed injured or missing last weekend in Cité Soleil, a seaside slum, according to Cooperative for Peace and Development, a local human rights organization. His convoy sped past a neighborhood once fully controlled by gangs that left in their wake decimated car dealerships, abandoned homes, and dozens of concrete buildings pock-marked with bullet holes. That's good expression, man. Pock-marked. Pock-marked with bullet holes. Pock-marked with bullet holes. A colorful bus known as a tap-tap rumbled past, its windshield peppered with bullet holes. Tap-tap. Gravity scrolled on a crumbling concrete wall read, "Down with Vive Ensemble, long live the police." Vive Ensemble is a powerful gang federation that the U.S. government designated a foreign terrorist organization. It is estimated to control 70% of Port-au-Prince. Wow, amazing. The violent gang group controls 70% of Port-au-Prince. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Unimaginable. So here it's a poke marked with bullet holes, a tap left in their wake, and it is estimated powerful gang federation, right? Gang federation. Guterres traveled past dozens of Haitians who fled the clashes and now live in makeshift homes under large pieces of canvas strung up with a frayed rope. They are among the more than 300,000 people displaced by gang violence across Port-au-Prince, a record. Among them are more than 18,000 people who fled the Cité Soleil slum in May, according to the UN International Organization for Migration. Haiti's displacement crisis is entering an even more alarming phase. Gregory Augustin, IOM Chief of Mission in Haiti, said in a recent statement. Guterres' first stop was the headquarters of the new Gang Suppression Force, which the UN Security Council approved in September. It replaces UN-backed mission led by Kenyan police that aimed to help Haiti's national police fight gangs but remained underfunded and understaffed. So far, Jamaica, Chad, El Salvador, and Guatemala have deployed troops that number less than 1,000 to form part of the growing force, which is due to start operations in the coming weeks. They are expected to work with Haiti's national police and its growing armed forces, with hundreds of Haitian men and a couple of women lining up on a dusty road hoping to interview to join. Guterres then met behind closed doors with Prime Minister Alex Didier, Phil's aim, who is under pressure to hold elections in the country of nearly 12 million people that hasn't had a president since Jovenel Moise was killed at his private residence in July 2021. Well, he was right. I heard about that, right? Some mercenaries entered the home and killed him, right? Closed the doors. They met behind closed doors. They met behind closed doors. That's good cliche, man. That's good expression. Guterres then met behind the closed doors. Met behind closed doors, who is under pressure to hold elections. Under pressure to hold elections. We had a frank conversation about what's happening in Haiti, the vision the government has for the future. Phyllis Im told the Associated Press after the meeting. He said security is a priority so the traditional government can hold elections and get back to Republican rule. Phyllis Im added that Guterres can help with that effort by ensuring that the countries backing the gang suppression force live up to their engagement. We don't have a life here. Guterres also stopped by a makeshift shelter in a former school where dozens of the people living there crowded around him. Forced to flee their homes after gangs shut up their community and set fire to it, some had been living there for up to 4 years. Solino is not ready, 31-year-old Clifford Lala said of going back to his community. It was one of the last holdouts in Port-au-Prince until gangs overran it. Right? Gangs overran it. It was one of the last holdouts in Port-au-Prince until the gangs overran it. So, terrible situation unfolding there, man. It was the last holdouts in Port-au-Prince. Guterres ducked into a hot classroom and met privately with a group of 6 women who decried the lack of privacy at the shelter, even to shower or use the bathroom, and said they worried about their young children. It's skin to skin and mouth to mouth, said one woman. The shelter, it's a skin to skin, right? The shelter houses more than 1,000, means they are skinny. Hungry, they go hungry, right? Mouth to mouth. They cannot do anything else except just eating, right? It's because they lack food. The shelter houses more than 1,200 people who sleep side by side, and only one meal a day is guaranteed. We are going to do our best, Guterres told the women. Outside, a man began to slap the building's metal siding and bellowed, "We want to go back home." His voice grew louder and angrier as the security walked into the room and whisked Guterres away. Bellowed. Wendy Sajor, 26, told the AP that he and his family have been living at the school for a year and a half. As long as we are alive, we have hope. But things are difficult, he said. We ask to return to our neighborhood to live better because we don't have a life here. A day after Guterres' visit, Human Rights Watch published a letter urging him to protect the population and target the root causes of violence and human rights abuses. The organization also called for a full-fledged UN mission in Haiti, even when fully staffed and resourced. Security measures alone will not suffice to address this situation, the rights group wrote. Any meaningful strategy should include effective protection for victims of violence, credible pathways for disengagement from criminal groups, accountability for abuses, and a coordinated humanitarian response to help restore access to basic goods and services. So basically, Guterres went there to assess the situation himself. He enjoyed his sauntering there, sojourn. His sojourn maybe lasted 1 or 2 days. He had to be whisked away when a man hit the canteen roof wall and bellowed, "More food, more peace. I want to go back to my country or my village." From this article, we encountered several expressions such as the Guterres then met behind the closed doors. It was the last holdouts, right? It was the last holdouts. Now it isn't. So I feel sleepy, so let's go back and see. Bellowed. It was one of the last holdouts in Port-au-Prince until gangs overran it. Met behind closed doors under pressure to hold elections in the country. Met behind the doors and I feel sleepy, man. Under pressure to hold elections. Well, basically, Port-au-Prince is now a hellhole, and many people are displaced, like 3 million. The population there is 12 million people, but they cannot. Many displaced people are homeless, like 1 in 10 people are homeless in Port-au-Prince. The gang federation controls about 70% of Port-au-Prince. It's a terrible, man. It's a terrible. So thanks for listening. Have a great no violence day wherever you are. I hope you live the best of your life without being hurt. Take care. Bye bye. The hump day.